Hello everyone, back with another BL2 video. Actually no official or unofficial community patch this time, just playing on vanilla. Um, I get a lot of comments on my videos like, does this work on vanilla? Like, is this build on vanilla? Blah 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 blah, like shit like that. Which is totally valid, like in a fair question. So I wanted to start doing a little bit of a mix of content, UCP and vanilla, just so it reaches a larger audience. I still prefer UCP by a landslide, but vanilla is still pretty fun. Just a lot of the quality of life changes from UCP and stuff like that is really what I enjoy. Like on Krieg, for example, using the Flame of the Firehawk on vanilla is the closest thing I can get to having a seizure. So not exactly my favorite, but in terms of gameplay, obviously vanilla is not that much different. It's just the quality of life stuff that kind of disappears, which I don't enjoy. But I want to showcase that these builds are perfectly viable on vanilla. But anyway, with that out of the way, today I'm back with a Hellborn Mania Krieg, probably the least commonly played version of Krieg. Um, So it's a bit of a mix of melee and gun build, but instead of like normally if you ran Mania Krieg, you'd probably do like an explosive sort of build around that with other that like that would be the weapons you use and you'd primarily just be in melee. But this build is it's gonna be a little bit different where it's kind of like a 50-50 split. Like we're gonna be in melee a good bit, but we're also not like relying on it as much as we normally would. Like we're gonna be quite competent with guns with this build and able to hold our own. And I would say one of the coolest things about Maniaborn Krieg is it is pretty insanely survivable because you have all the benefits of the Hellborn tree and like elemental elation and stuff like that, while simultaneously you have released the beast to fall back on. So I'm going to showcase kind of couple different ways to play the Maniaborn Krieg. The first one's going to be a little bit more melee centric. We're going to focus more on just being in melee while still being competent with guns. Um, and then I'll kind of show the flip side of that, a build where the melee is more of the backup plan, where you're primarily a gun build, and then when you get low, you use Release the Beast to do some melee damage. So yeah, let's get into it. Just a slag weapon here, slow hand, moxie weapon to get some healing, pretty nice. Only downside of this weapon is you can easily kill yourself with it if they're close, so be careful. Conference call, corrosive. Normally I would run like a fire weapon, but I'm running through an area that has a lot of like fire resistance, so just running a corrosive conference call here. So it's not completely resisted. Shouldn't be a huge deal, but yeah, just wanted to point that out. Using the Herald here, just sort of a generalist weapon. It's just strong. You can never really go wrong with the Herald, and then a fight for your life weapon. Herald also synergizes with the Sheriff's Badge, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, Rough Rider, pretty nice. You can also run Flame of the Firehawk with this build for sure, and it's like quite survivable because you'll have elemental empathy and all that cool stuff. But like I was saying earlier, I really can't stand the Flame of the Firehawk on vanilla. The visual clutter is actually insane. Like I really can't see what's going on, and I also don't think it'd be very fun for the viewers to watch. So I'm gonna pass on that, but it is definitely viable if you want to sub that in. Legendary Sickle, like I said, more melee focus, so we're running the Sickle for this one. And then we have the Pandemic for Bloodlust stacking. We're not all the way down the Bloodlust tree, so it's pretty hard to hold our Bloodlust stacks. So something like the Pandemic helps out a lot, and it ignites us, consistently keeps us on fire and gets us ignited, so it's pretty helpful. And then lastly, we have the Sheriff's Badge. This might seem like a weird choice, but for those of you that don't know, it actually buffs the throw speed of your throwing axes. So it's actually a pretty good choice on Melee Krieg. I used to run this, like, if I tried to do Melee Krieg in the peak, I would also run this badge sometimes. It's actually pretty good. Like, it really increases the fire rate, helps a lot. So I don't, if somebody in the comments wants to elaborate on why it increases the, the Buzz Axe throw speed, I guess it's considered a pistol. Just, it's pretty bizarre, but it does work. And that's kind of why I figured, hey, let's throw on the Herald too, because it'll buff it. So yeah, that's pretty much the build. I'll switch out and switch in some different weapons as we go along, and as I try out some of the different comms and stuff. But yeah, this is just kind of a basic build. We're gonna be, like I said, relying a bit more on melee with this setup anyway. So anyway, moving on to the skill points. We'll start over here. Um, pretty much everything is maxed in the Hellborn tree, as you can see. I took a point here because I'm gonna switch to the Toast Com later on, and the Toast Com boosts this, so figured why not get a value point here. But wouldn't if you aren't gonna be using the Toast Com, I would just max this and don't touch this. So yeah, but they're both pretty solid. Figured I'd just get the value out of it. Numb Nerves, always good. DR's pretty sick. Elemental Elation, always really good. Part of the fun part about the Maniaborn Krieg is how fast you can throw your throwing axes. So things like Elemental Elation and what is it called over here? Embrace the Pain. Yeah, fire rate buffs can really get crazy with it. It's pretty funny. So, and it's just a good skill for Gun Krieg anyway. Delusional damage, Pandemic setting us on fire basically. Super nice. Fire Fiend is actually pretty critical, I'd say, for this build. I already love this skill and I try to take it on most Krieg builds. I think it's just really good. Reload speed is just amazing. And accuracy is nice too, but it's also a 50% melee ignite chance, which is actually pretty nice because we will be in melee a lot. So yeah, no pain is power. Talked about this in my last video. The skill, the TLDR is it sucks. It's just really bad. If you can even semi-consistently hit crits, like this skill is so bad. Basically, if you never ever hit crits, then maybe consider this skill, but otherwise, just don't take it. It'll neuter your damage output significantly. Moving on though, Flame Flare. This is just so we can stay on fire for longer. Gets boosted by the torch too, which is nice. Elemental Empathy. Depending on your playstyle, you could skip this, but as I said, I like using this as a hybrid build, and this really helps us stay. Like, it allows us to stay and use our gun for longer before we release the beast. And like I mentioned before, the sustain in this build is pretty crazy, especially with Raving Retribution as well. And one of the cool things I would say about this build compared to normal melee Krieg is if you mess up your release the beast chain, it actually really doesn't matter that much because you have so much healing outside of melee. Like normally with melee Krieg, if you mess up your chain, you're probably just screwed. Like you're probably going to go down or, you're just going to be in a bad position until your ult comes back off cooldown. That's not really the case at all with this build. You have so much healing that if you mess up the chain, doesn't matter at all. You'll almost certainly be fine. But on the other side of the coin, we have so much healing that it actually is pretty easy to mess up the release the beast chain. So it's a bit of it creates the problem and solves the problem. But yeah, moving on to the middle tree, pretty standard melee damage, health. Yep. Embrace the pain. You could probably skip this if you want to go more explosive guns and just take strip the flesh, but this is also going to get buffed by the torch. So the fire rate's going to be pretty crazy in conjunction with elemental elation. I love it. Redeem the soul just for the fight for your lifetime. That's always just awesome, super helpful. We're gonna go down. That's normal. That's part of the game. Salt the wound, melee damage and shotgun damage. We will be using shotguns. Also using melee. It's a great skill. Silence the voices. Obvious choice here. Need the melee damage, and then of course release the beast. And then moving on to the left tree. You could really go either way here. I wanted to just keep stacking mag size, so I took blood-filled guns to synergize with elemental elation. But if you want the weapon swap speed, also a great choice. Next, we take Taste of Blood. Lots of DR for us during our rampage, and gives us lots of stacks per kill. Great. Buzz Axe Bombardier. Of course, we want this too. The extra damage on the throwing axe is super nice. And then Fuel the Blood. Killing an enemy with melee attack increases grenade damage. So when we kill them with melee, it then buffs our bomb right here. So nice synergy there. And then I plan to show a build later where basically it's like a similar take on this build, but you don't really take a lot of points in this. You just take a couple, or maybe 3 or 4, but you max Bloodbath. So it's a bit more of a gun focused build. That is definitely an option, but when you're running that build, the Bloodbath build, you really can't run the Sickle because you have to sacrifice points in Hellborn, and usually what you have to sacrifice is Flame Flare. And the issue with that is if you have like no points in Flame Flare while running the Sickle, you're just not going to catch on fire. So Yeah, it basically has to be done with the Toast com to run Bloodbath, but it is possible and it is good. But yeah, that's the build. That was a lot of yapping, but yeah, we'll be right back and get into some of the gameplay. All right, we are back. Let's just jump in. Maybe I'll go this way, actually. This is like the long way, so. Although I'm not really sure I want to fight Scorch with this build. Could be kind of... He's resistant to me, but it should be fine. I'll give it a shot. Get everybody slagged. Try to get some stacks going. Okay, they're like not doing anything. Alright, cool. Quick ult. As you can see, even on vanilla, melee Krieg is totally fine, and this isn't even like a quote-unquote optimal melee build. We're doing a Hellborn one. But as you can see, this is why I like it with Hellborn, is melee just does so much damage with such little investment that you can pump a lot of points into the gun build and be totally fine. Alright, let's get these guys taken care of. Gallant Spider Ant, kind of annoying. If he would turn around, that'd be nice of him, but he's going to. Okay. Man, I feel like my game volume is like way too loud actually right now. What is... It's all on one. Okay, maybe it's just my actual audio. Hold on. Yeah, okay. There we go. Let me turn that down. Okay, that's much better. Sorry about that if it was super loud. Oh. I'm fucked up. Should be fine though. Pop the ult. He ran away. Where are they at? Okay. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty strong. And quite survivable. Alright, keep going. I guess probably the biggest downside is keeping bloodlust stacks. It's definitely an issue. You will have trouble with that, but usually you're just kind of in the fray with Krieg, so it's not too bad. Oh, whoops. Go fight Scorch real quick. See how this build performs. Are you? That is okay. Alright. Pop the ult there. That was a little ridiculous, but the Spiderling, just Mr. President. Ah, see, this is kind of the vanilla special where I cannot see a thing. That part I don't love, but you know, I guess that's kind of the Krieg experience, really. Alright, pop it again. See if I can get behind him. Okay. Maybe? Scorch, stop. Stop. I can't see at all. Oh my god. This is wild. I'm really not used to playing on vanilla, as you can see. It's been a little bit. Played some earlier, but obviously the game isn't that different. It's just the visual stuff is pretty insane in my opinion. So much different than what I'm used to. I wonder, is there a way to reduce that without the UCP? I wonder, like, maybe, I'm sure there is actually, but I know for me in the past I've always just used the UCP to fix that basically, so I don't know if there's a individual mod that I could use to also deal with it. But despite my my struggles, struggles with the visual clutter, we're doing totally fine here. Build's performing quite well. Alright. Alright, we'll keep going. I guess we'll go all the way to like Incinerator Clayton, clear him out, and then go on to the next map. And whenever we go to the next map, I'll switch to the Torch Com and just let you guys see how that performs. I'd say it's definitely pretty funny with the attack speed on the Torch that you get with throwing axes. It's pretty wild. This guy's slagged, maybe. Alright. I kinda need some ammo. Let's try and see if we can get some. Oh, he's not gonna die. Herald always does some work. And then, when we need to, release the beast. Where's this guy going? Alright. Probably better to just throw at them, yeah. There we go. Almost dead. Nice. Nice. Yeah, pretty good. Like, to me, it honestly doesn't really feel that different than just like a normal Bloodlust Mania build. In terms of like melee damage, still feels plenty high. But it's just kind of a different style. And like I said, I feel like it's just more survivable, a little bit easier to play. And has some cool like build variety as well. I think you have a lot more gunplay options with this build. And we'll see that more with the Toast. The Toast is much better for like a gun-based build for sure. Even if we don't have Bloodbath. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Pulled out the wrong weapon. And hit ourselves. Okay. Fight these badasses. They're not slagged though. Still doing a lot of damage. Where is he going? Hello? Alright. that was interesting. I guess he was just scared. I mean, I do have some aura. I don't blame him. Nice. And like, see, you can kind of see like, we're healing the whole time there. While we're in Release the Beast, which is super nice. Like, we can just face tank so hard because of Elemental Empathy. Looks like a... Wait. Oh, that is a per... What the fuck? A World Drop Sol Bar. This is not unofficial community patch. I am using BL2 Fix for, like, some quality of life stuff, but... Wow, that's insane, actually. What the hell? I gotta pick that up just because, really. Let me get rid of this for it. That's so funny. Okay, cool. Take that. Alright, carry on. Sorry about that. That was just kind of wild, actually. I know BL2 Fix increases some of the drop rates. It doesn't change any of the characters or anything like that. It doesn't mess with like difficulty. It just makes you like gain XP faster, and some of the loot pool drops are changed and stuff like that. But yeah, that's interesting. Very lucky. Oh, it's heavy. Dude, what the fuck is this run? This is crazy. This is a blessed Krieg run. Try to get some Bloodlust going, see what he gives us. Guy's tanky. Need more Bloodlust stacks. No idea what happened to that guy. There we go, he's kinda... Alright. Oh, he just got unslagged. That's so unfortunate. And, of course... see if that helps. Yeah, it definitely should. And even unslagged. Pretty quick kill. Pretty drop. WTF. Oh, a sickle com. Bunny. Oh my gosh. So much stuff. Okay. Nice. Out of grenades. That is a little unfortunate, actually. Our Bloodlust stacking is going to be pretty mediocre, but let's see if we can get some here. Yeah, there we go. Clayton, just kind of getting wrecked here. Showing him who is the better psycho. Nice. Done with this area. I mean, that was a heavily fire-resistant area, like maybe one of the highest in the game, unless you're counting loaders, of course. But like for flesh enemies, a lot of these guys are fire-resistant, and it was still super easy, like super strong. Where did that come from? What the hell? I don't know what's going on, man. All right, let's run it back though. different map probably just to spice it up a little bit. But this time we're gonna run the torch, sheriff's badge. Everything else looks fine. We can switch to a fire weapon now as well. I like the heartbreaker. Everything else looks fine. Oh, bar is also off. Kind of forgot to show that, but yeah, this is why I want like the point, because now we get this max and feel the fire, elation, flame flare, and embrace the pain. So lots of fire rate coming in. All right, cool. Got some ammo. Let's try the fridge. So we'll show this off, and then I'll probably take a quick break, like stop the footage, and then show off like the bloodbath version of this build, which is much more gun focused, with melee as a backup. Alright, let's get started. And we'll be much more survivable with guns now that we have the Heartbreaker too. Like, Moxie weapons, of course, always pretty nice. Oh wait, do I not even have this part unlocked? Oh, motherfucker. What am I doing? I haven't done that quest, I guess. I am not cooking. Alright, well, we'll just go through this part. Whoops. I always get my characters mixed up. I forgot, like, what I've done on each one. That's okay, though. Should still have plenty to do here. As you can see, I would say much more stable with guns. I mean, we're just healing so much. I was literally just standing there, not even shooting, and I was living through all that. Oh, what was that? Is that a... I have no idea what just happened there. That was weird, but okay. That guy... Oh, okay. Really bad RNG there. Oh, that was bad timing. I really need them to stop moving. Okay, now I'm just killing myself. This is really sloppy. There we go. These guys move around so much, jeez. Okay, nice. Got a little... I guess I got hit by a barrel or something. I don't know. But now we're kind of back to it. And I need to show off just how fast you can throw with the torch variant plus the sheriff's badge. It gets pretty funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's so fast. I can't even really aim it properly. Oh my. But yeah, as you can see, it's like a fully automatic machine gun. Oh, I messed it up. But as you guys will see, it's not really gonna matter. That is kind of the one downside I was talking about. You just heal so much that you can mess up the chain sometimes. But I assure you, we will be fine. It's already back. Perfect timing too. Hitting him. That's pretty much it for this area. And I just showcasing here, look, like it's so fast. It's so funny. And he just died to that. Alright. Well, that was a bit, this area is a bit shorter than I wanted it to be because I didn't have that other side unlocked. That's a bit of an oopsie. But I'll show off one more comm, and then I'll do the bloodbath build. But I think you guys get the idea of the torch. It's basically, I would say it's more stable using guns with that build. The fire rate on your throwing axes is absolutely absurd, and it's overall just like a bit higher sustain and more stable. But both are totally fine. And then let's try for the last thing, the Razed Toast. So the buffs to Elemental, Elation, and Fire Fiend here. The reload speed's super nice, but Fire Fiend at a +6, or sorry, Elemental Elation at a +6 gives us so much fire rate and mag size. And here we have a 100% melee ignite chance. huge accuracy and reload speed buffs too, so yeah, this should be pretty good. It's a bit strong. Let's see. Maybe where do we want to go? Do somewhere. Good old Southpaw maybe. We'll just do a. I probably won't do the whole thing. Just do a quick showcase. Because this comm is pretty similar to the Toast, so either are great options. Try to get some stacks. Okay. Start cooking them, quite literally. Oh, he needs to be slagged. Alright, our first release the beast. Start the chain. And as you can see, just ridiculous throwing speed. It's just honestly comical. I think I'm missing them. Yes, I definitely am. Hold on, let me load. When we're not on fire, it's not as exciting. The Herald with this much Fire Fiend though, it's pretty crazy. Did we not hit that barrel? Apparently not. Oh, yep, that killed us. That was very poorly timed. Don't know if we can get up here. Maybe? Okay. We are fine, but just barely. That's where the fight for your lifetime is just honestly so huge. And now we're just kind of back to it. Absolutely love the Herald with like you can kind of just see this energy with Fire Fiend and Elemental Elation in particular. It's just so good. And of course having the Sheriff's Badge, it helps our melee and helps the Herald. Great choice for this build. Really any pistol, Hornet, Thunderball Fist, all of those would be great. Okay. Kill the next assassin, and then I'll switch up the build a little bit so you guys can see the other playstyle. Alright. Oh, no way. Killed myself. Really need you to stop moving, bud. Where did he go? Oh my gosh. These bombers. This is actually a little bad. We're also slagged. Yeah, come on, man. Getting a little, I would say, quite unlucky here. Okay, maybe we can get back on track. Oh my, where did he come from? No way, dude. Okay, it's just not meant to be, I guess. Okay, we need to like, the bombers gotta stop, like please, holy. I'm not going over there until they're gone. Okay, Jesus, that was, someone has a slag weapon, it's that guy. That needs to go. Oh no, no way, please, no, okay. These, like, self-hits have been incredibly unfortuitous. Alright. Wow. Okay. I don't think I remember this many bombers. Jeez. Alright, we need to chill out for a sec. This is not going extremely well at all. Just wait a sec. Okay, I think we're fine now. There's some misplays on my part, really. And some kind of crazy some bombers there. Jeez. Alright, now we're fine. Okay. I'm gonna go just a tad further, because what's going on with these drops? Something is messed up, I feel like. That's really weird at this point. Okay. Go a little bit further, because I feel like I did not do that any justice. Okay, nice. Oh wow, are we gonna get dotted down here? Nah, we're good. More bombers. Please no. Okay. Jesus. The bombers are crazy, man. I always forget this map is just, it's kind of insane with the bombers. There's a lot. Alright, so fast though, look at that. Pretty funny. Need to be careful not to kill myself when I'm doing that as well. Okay, nice. Much better at least. The bombers didn't defeat me this time. Only once. And then as you can see with the Razed Toast, the throw speed on this is just pretty comical. Okay. More bombers. You love to see it. Try to keep the bloodlust up. A little ammo. Okay, juked me there. Okay, nice. Oh, and I did it again. Wait, where did he go? Apparently I'm blind. There's like one straggler way back there. Can you please stop running away, man? Holy. Alright. Jeez. Reload. Oh my gosh, my voice. Start shooting Wreath a little. Putting in work with the Herald. What is he doing? Okay, perfect timing. Just back up and throw a bit. But we'll get him eventually. He's not slagged anymore, so. Oh, wow. That has happened, I don't even know how many times this run. Okay, 12% by the way, guys. Don't forget that. Alright, well that was much cleaner though. A little bit bad luck on some of these engagements, but we haven't fully died or anything. That's kind of the beauty of Krieg and having redeem the soul and stuff like that. I would say this is probably a weaker variant of it, like running the toast. I think the Razed Toast, I mean, the legendary toast and the sickle are going to give you more consistent results. So I would probably recommend rolling with those. But yeah, I'll take a quick break and then I'll come back with the bloodbath build and kind of show off how that works. Alright, I am back. And just a couple quick changes. Just put in the Stalker, the Carnage, and still have the Sheriff badge on. It'll buff the Stalker. And we're still going to be throwing a lot of the axes, so it'll be good for that. Yeah, the build is literally, it's basically the same thing, but we just took a dip into some of the skills that we previously maxed out. Like Flame Flare, we only have 1 point because the comm boosted enough. 1 point here, 4 points here. So we've kind of just gotten some points back, and the main difference is we have 5 points Bloodbath with this build, and then 4 points in the Feel the Blood, or whatever that's called. So we still are really solid in melee, but I would say this one's much more potent in outside of melee. and the melee option is more of a fallback plan. So yeah, we'll give it a try real quick. Actually, don't think I've really used the stalker on vanilla, at least not in a while. I don't remember, so we'll see how that performs. I think it's pretty good. Alright. We'll ideally use the Carnage to proc Bloodbath. I may go back to the Heartbreaker for extra healing too. We'll see. Okay. Try to get Bloodbath going. There we go. He's dead. Oh yeah, and I totally forgot to mention, you definitely don't have to run this. Blood of the Ancients, or even a Bone of the Ancients if you want to go all in on the fire element, is fine. I'd probably recommend a Blood of the Ancients, but yeah, just a little disclaimer. But yeah, as you can see, Bloodbath is doing Bloodbath things. It's insane, so. Let's see. Try to use this a little. Need to get close because it ricochets a lot. Okay, nice. Cool. Got him. Okay, and we can spam grenades super freely because, well, we have Bloodbath. You honestly could probably run Legendary Reaper with this too, if you want. Oh, that was... I'm not really sure what my plan was there, I'm gonna be honest. Alright. We're good though. Scavengers have a super weird hitbox, I've noticed, with melee. You don't always hit them. I'm not really sure why that is, but it is something to take note of when you're playing melee Krieg. It's super inconsistent, actually. I would highly recommend just ranging them down. I don't even know where he is. Okay, he's coming closer. Nice. Yeah, as you can see, this build's super strong. It's a much better gun version, and like, I love having the melee as a backup. Like, if things kind of go south, alright, cool, we can just release the beast, and we're fine. It's kind of like a artificial Moxie weapon, almost. Like, it's just free heal. Instead of running a Moxie weapon, you just release the beast, and as you can see, I cannot hit him point blank. There we go. Super weird. Don't know what's up with scavengers, but maybe it's just me. I honestly have no idea. Okay. Nice. Keeping it going. As you can see, the melee, like, pretty much every iteration of the build I've shown you guys, the melee's fine. Like, it's pretty much good no matter what. Oh, we got slagged. Probably going down here. Oh, okay. Pretty lucky. What? I have no idea what just happened there. I don't know how I got to release the beast off if I went down, but okay. We'll take it, I guess. Alright. Get some throwing axes in. Release the beast again. Whoop. Okay. And yeah, I mean, like, we pretty much just absolutely destroyed Lynchwood. I would say a pretty difficult mobbing map. What is going on? Am I like... Oh, okay. No way. Dude. Okay. I don't really know what was going on there. I don't think this guy knows what's going on. Okay. One more. Sir, please come back. What? Oh no, don't kill myself, please. Okay. Run through a little bit more. But yeah, whoops, didn't mean to do that, sorry. Still plenty strong. I think as you guys can see, I'm using the guns a bit more. with this variant, like, it does a lot more damage and stuff. I need to be using the Carnage a bit better to proc Bloodbath and then switching. I'm just using it too much. Where'd that guy go? Dude, I'd really appreciate it if the enemies does not run a mile away from me every time. What in the hell? Okay. Got him. Krieg's biggest enemy is actually the AI, who would have thought? Okay, got Bloodbath up. I don't think I'm gonna get over there in time to use the Stalker though. Not really, but hey, it did a little bit of damage. Not bad. Everything's just kind of dying, honestly. Smoked him. Stalker, pretty good. Probably a sneak peek at a upcoming Krieg video. Pistols on Krieg are like low-key kind of insane, especially like anarchist variants. I don't know if that's really a secret or anything, but I do feel like it's a bit underutilized. Nice. Alright, we're almost through here. Going pretty smooth. Alright. Oh gosh. Can't see a thing. It's alright. We'll just swing around violently and hit ourselves in the face to go down. That's happened an uncanny amount of times, I feel like, this video. It's bound to happen occasionally, but it's been pretty interesting RNG. Oh, I'm slagged. Gotta be careful. Oh, no I don't, because he just got smacked. Nice. Cruising along. With some occasional blunders, but, you know, we're good. I actually have no idea how that didn't proc release the beast, but we'll be fine. I must have like just lost the health gate timing. It was going like up and down rapidly. That's the downside of elemental empathy. Oh, okay. The downside of me not being able to aim. Okay. Where you going? Oh, oh my god. Did I kill myself again? Or maybe he killed me actually, I don't know. Alright. Finish it up. I'm actually amazed that we haven't like fully died this entire time. The amount of times I've self-downed is quite high. And yeah, there we go again. Where is he? Oh, there we go. There we go, we got an ignite. Super helpful. Eventually we'll get him. There we go. Okay. Nice. I mean, a little sloppy at times. I downed myself like way too much. That was definitely some major misplays throughout that, but I think that's kind of the point of what I was getting at with this build, and kind of the beauty of it is it's just so damn resilient. Like, you can mess up quite a bit and there's just such a huge margin for error. Yeah, you have a lot of breathing room with this build for sure. So, and I like this variant of it probably a little bit more. I love being able to do much more gun damage with Bloodbath. Bloodbath is just so fun, and Bloodbath also just opens up so many different weapon options compared to not having it. So, yeah, if you're looking for a more gun-focused playstyle with the melee as a backup, I would do this build. If you want melee to be kind of the main focus and you're just more durable with the Hellborn tree, I would do the initial build that I showed. So it's kind of just preference. Hope you guys enjoyed my messy gameplay. Still shaking off the rust a little bit, but yeah, it's been fun. And I'll see you next time.